Honey, I'm home. Oh, I forgot I'm not married.
You're gonna review Foodfight. Good luck to you, man. I heard the Nazis would have used it if they ran out of bullets.
Critic, are you sure you want to review Foodfight? It's the first movie to ever get a -% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Hello, Nostalgia? Critic, this is the Irony Grocery Store. We were hoping to indulge your nervous breakdown by advertising a series of trigger products. Mr. Clean, Mrs. Buttersworth, and Starkist Tuna are all on sale this week. Irony Grocery, a division of Threshold Entertainment.
What the hell is Foodfight? Why does everybody want me to review it?
Well, according to our research, Foodfight is one of the worst, if not the worst, animated film of all time.
Worst? Like, worst?
It only came out last year, but it seems to be growing an underground following at a surprisingly rapid rate.
If our data serves correctly, this flop could be as popular as The Room and Birdemic combined. It could easily be the next big thing.
Only a few online critics have reviewed it so far, which means its potential can still be milked like a lactating Clarabelle cow.
Wait a minute. So you're saying that if I jump aboard the bandwagon before it even becomes a bandwagon, I could be one of the frontrunners of the bandwagon?
Potentially.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna be at the center of one of the most popular bad anime films of all time.
I wouldn't be too hopeful, critic. Here's a video of the last person who tried to review this movie.
Oh, I'm sure he's fine. Keep checking those numbers. It's the least you can do to indulge the brilliant intellectual minds I decided to write for you all of a sudden. Well, it's a little hard to talk about this piece of shit without addressing its background. The film was supposed to be sort of the Wreck-It Ralph of food icons, combining copyrighted characters often seen in grocery aisles. It was also supposed to come out in 2002, but due to production problems, copyright issues, and even somebody stealing the footage— really? Somebody wanted to steal this? The film was tinkered, altered, and pushed back to 10 years later. But thank God 10 years doesn't make a difference to such Hollywood giants like Hilary Duff, Chris Kattan, Eva Longoria, and 24/7 Dodger of Controversy Charlie Sheen. I'm sure all these people will be just as big in 2012 as they were in 2002.
You'll be sorry!
There's even reports that apparently $65 million went into making this stinker. $65 million? Well, maybe it'll be like Waterworld, where at the very least the size and scale of the production can be impressive. So, let's find out by taking a look at Foodfight.
Good night, Mr. Leonard. Don't work too late now.
Just closing up. Nothing much happens around here after dark.
$65 million, folks. Clearly the money is on the screen. By God, look at this. How could that amount of money go into something that's so shitty looking? Was somebody actually deranged enough to team up Uwe Boll and Tommy Wiseau as this film's budget accountants? The money laundering from this must be a loophole black hole. So we see a store closing down for the night called Marketopolis Market. Redundant much redundant? When the real world opens up inside. I'm not exactly sure how this works, if the store actually transforms at night or if Marketopolis is a state of being. But this world exists and can only be described as what your nightmares would look like if they never rendered properly.
I am so excited to...
And at the foreground of this world is Charlie Sheen's character, Dex Dog Detective.
Hey, hairless hamsters. Want some of this?
And I know what you're thinking. Boy, have the Ratchet and Clank games really gone downhill. But actually, it's just Dex saving a bunch of kittens from a villain that, like in most bad movies, won't connect to anything else in the plot.
It is you, the great Dex Dog Detective, who's about to take a fall.
If I had a raisin for every time I've heard that one.
Hey, what?
My mother would be so ashamed.
Okay, it's just you and me, fat cat. Now fork...
Wait a minute. What was that character's name?
Listen up, fat cat burglar. I'm giving you one last chance.
Okay, first of all, Disney, sue something. Second, is the movie actually so stupid that it can't tell the difference between a rat and a cat?
Hold on, what's the part with Mr.
To rub out the other characters.
Oh, you have to help me, Dex, before I go bald!
Oh yeah, Mr. Clean.
Not that bald isn't beautiful! I don't get involved.
Really? Mr. Clean showed up just for that one joke? He wasn't even around in the rest of the scene, and suddenly he appears when they said the word bald, and now he's just stuck there. Look at him! He's just standing around like, is there anything else you wanted me to do? Was I really just a pawn in your lame-ass little punchline? I have a PhD in physics. Perhaps I could educate the young children watching about fluid or solid mechanics, or I'll just look over here. Yeah, I'm sure I'll show up when you make another boob joke. Shouldn't take long. So Dex decides it's time to go get some answers from the street.
Everybody seems to be searching for...
Oh my god, his dick's talking. His dick's talking. That's it. Game over, man. Game over.
Mayhaps a reward for the reckless rodent?
Tell me you wouldn't be shocked if they went that direction.
Yeah.
Studios. Actually, they did! Must have been asked to be done by Blue Sky Studios. Actually, they did! And they asked if they can turn it into a horrible franchise. Don't be shocked if you see this coming soon to a theater near you. Hey look, there's the Twinkie guy. I'm sure he's gonna do something really big and really important coming up. After all, he is one of the biggest characters on the poster, along with these other icons you've barely seen in the movie. Hell, Dex and Sunshine are 1/3 of their size. Surely all of them are gonna get together and do something huge in the movie's climax. Like, say nothing, pretty much do nothing, and take a back seat to graphics worse than the Money for Nothing video. And, okay, a lot of you might be shouting, that's phenomenal false advertising in a film that is absolutely nothing but advertising. But this is incredibly common of even good films. Heck, I once saw a Star Wars poster where the main focus was the mouse droid. And we all know what a gigantic part he played, right? The movie would have been nothing without him.
Run while you can, Dex Dog Detective. For soon I'll have you sitting up and begging for mercy. Exobites, fly!
Tell me something. Tell me something. Are those melons real?
Some horrible CGI fighting.
You're not so tough now.
Look out, you almost convinced me of the illusion of animation. And we quite literally have a cat fight between the two attractive women of the film.
The bimbo's mine. Get ready, lady, because I'm going to kick you where the sun don't shine.
And then the hot furry chick kicks the ass out of the hot dominatrix, all while the men make wicked funny jokes about her melons. So funny. And then she gets turned into an ugly woman, proving once and for all that if you're an ugly woman, no good can come out of you. Oh, and there's something having to do with Mr. Twinkie, Mr. Clean, a bunch of our products, but who cares? It's done!